Hey there, it's Dr. David here, thanking you first and foremost for joining me on this incredible opportunity in this mini course. If you're here, I get it, you're probably exhausted with the battles that are going on from either your child or student's meltdowns when they just get overwhelmed and those big emotions come out, or sometimes they shut down and they just close us off and we try so desperately to break through that shell, or sometimes they are in a scattered state. And so in any of those cases, you are here because those big emotions during overwhelm, during shutdowns, during scattered states lead to behaviors that cause us to want to stop and be able to love and care for and connect and support our child or our student. And so you are here because you are meant to be here. You are here not because you're failing or you're doing such a horrible job, but you're here because you know that one, there's got to be a better way than using traditional methods to try to manage or control behavior or to get a child to comply. And you know that they are exceptionally wired and they have so many strengths and so many things to offer and so much potential and wonder within them that you want to know, how can I cultivate that? How can I cultivate that in them? And so that's why we want to start out with this first module and talking about this very thing, that why regulation first changes everything. So where we have to start is by understanding different traditional discipline myths. I hear all the time from parents and teachers talking to me about children who are emotionally dysregulated, behaviorally dysregulated. Well, they just need to learn ... or I need to be more strict, or you need to be more firm, and you need to use consequences more. They won't learn without consequences. And these are probably reflections of past generations. I know that it's reflections on how my parents' generation, my grandparents' generation, parented or as teachers taught all the way back in the 1940s, 50s, and beyond. This thing is, we're trying to control, we're trying to manage behaviors through tough love and tough discipline. But when we're talking about that and we're talking about our children, especially our children who are either neurodivergent, meaning they have been diagnosed or show signs of things like ADHD, autism, may have specific learning challenges, may have heightened sensory sensitivities. What happens a lot of times is that in children who are neurodivergent, or children who have some kind of early trauma in their lives, these adverse childhood experiences, that toughness, raising our voice, standing over the child, things like that, can actually cause more anxiety. It makes things worse. Let's just put it that way. It makes things worse. And that's not just my opinion. That's what current brain body science is showing us. That's what trauma informed research is showing us. And that's what I'm seeing in my own children, and as well as the students I teach, whether they're in a special education setting or not. What's happening is we're causing children to become even more emotionally dysregulated when we use these traditional myths. They don't work. We need to reframe them. Many of them we need to stop using. And I'm not just talking about the negative ones. If you're familiar with other techniques of positive behavioral supports, things like rewards and sticker charts and all of that, I'm going to tell you that our first move cannot be to use something that is going to try to coerce or train a child to behave a certain way, because they're children, they're complex, they're not like animals that you just can train using behavioralism. No, these are children who need to be loved with dignity. They need to be affirmed for who they are. They need to be not fixed, but they need to be understood. They need to be shown compassion, and they need to be given connection. And when we start doing that, instead of trying to give trinkets or treats or even timeouts, we are not building what their need is in that moment, which is not stricter guidelines, more consequences, bigger punishments. No, what they need in the moment is connection.